He's a well-known cancer doctor who came under scrutiny of the state, the Department of Justice, and even his own hospital, accused of repeatedly putting patients at risk through unnecessary radical procedures. Tonight, the 7 investigators are exposing more about this doctor's controversial past and talk to a man who says the physician's error during surgery led to his wife's death.
I think it's something that they should have told us, should have warned us, because myself and I'm sure so many other women, we went through hell.
Donna Kane is one of dozens of former patients of Dr. Vinay Malviya who say they never knew the highly regarded gynecological oncologist they turned to had been found repeatedly to be putting his own patients at risk. As we revealed, expert reviews done for Ascension Hospital, state watchdogs, and the Department of Justice found that Malviya regularly performed unnecessary procedures years before he would stop practicing medicine.
He took everything. He took both ovaries, he took my uterus, he took everything out.
Tracy Wolf was a patient of Malviya's in 2018. Like Donna Kane, she never had cancer, but said Malviya used the fear of cancer to encourage her to undergo a total hysterectomy. Now looking back, she says the doctor behaved in ways that were concerning, like the strange hours he kept.
My appointments would sometimes be at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night.
And how alert he seemed during procedures.
As he was taking my staples out, he was falling asleep. And I said, Dr. Malviya, you're falling asleep. He opened his eyes and then he kept taking out my staples.
We were surprised to hear different patients experience the same thing.
3 visits, he fell asleep. 2 of those visits was with my husband. He's sleepy, he's sleeping. What if he has a surgery in the morning?
To be clear, there are patients who have only good things to say about Dr. Malviya, some who believe he saved their life, but others believe he did them harm, and in at least one case, caused the death of a loved one.
I wish that guy would be locked up, so he can feel what it's like, to have your life ripped out from underneath you.
Simon Penton knew Malviya's name long before federal prosecutors ever did. In 2006, his wife Kimberly was scheduled for an exploratory surgery after doctors thought she had a cyst on one of her ovaries. At the time, she was 4 months pregnant.
The doctors told me it's going to be an hour, you'll be in there seeing her and stuff in recovery.
But when doctors opened her up, they saw the cyst was nowhere near her ovary. One physician, according to depositions, said he'd leave the cyst alone. But when Malviya was consulted, he wanted to do a biopsy. According to a lawsuit, while Malviya tried to drain the cyst, something went terribly wrong, and Kimberly Penton began to hemorrhage.
They told me she had 2 massive heart attacks. They had to split her chest open to massage her heart. They said they couldn't stop the bleeding.
Doctors, including Malviya, tried for hours to stop the bleeding, but could not. Kimberly and the 16-week-old fetus she was carrying were both pronounced dead. Malviya and his colleagues were sued, ultimately settling the case for $1.4 million. When the cyst finally was tested, according to depositions, it did not show evidence of cancer.
Because my son was there at the beginning, gave Mom a kiss goodbye, said, we'll see you in an hour. I told him, tell Mom we'll see you in an hour. All right? And then, now how am I going to go home now and tell him, Mom ain't coming home?
The cause of death, according to the Wayne County Medical Examiner, intraoperative vascular injury. Malviya did not face discipline from the state and would continue to practice medicine for the next 15 years until retiring last year. His license remains in good standing today.
Obviously, you don't know what you're doing. If you knew what you were doing, this wouldn't have happened.
Dr. Malviya declined to comment on the specifics of the Penton case, and both he and his lawyer declined interviews for this story. Through a spokesman, Malviya denied all of the allegations made against him, releasing a statement that reads in part, after a nearly 4-decade career providing highly specialized, dedicated, and loving care to thousands of patients, most referred after treatment from other respected medical professionals in cancer and gynecology care, Dr. Malviya is deeply saddened that his reputation has come under question. He takes great satisfaction in knowing so many of his former patients attribute their longevity and well-being to his dedicated care. You can read his full statement right now at WXYZ.com. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.